this is fantasy life. I've been playing a lot of this game, and it's been a lot of fun. It's really kind of scratched that great itch of, I don't know, I used to play RuneScape back in the day, and this has been very reminiscent of that for me in a lot of ways, I guess. Oops. So it's been a lot of fun. You've got, I'm probably not even going to really talk a whole lot about it. We've got 2 skills at hero. I won't subject you to the refreshing of things for the last of these guys, but I'm probably going to do some crafting because my crafting skills are low compared to everything else. Because it's very easy to just, much like I did when I played RuneScape, you just start mining and chopping trees and you're like, oh, we'll just go over here for like 2 hours and chop everything down. No big deal. No big deal. I do also need to work on some farming, so I might actually just start by going and doing like, there's like these kind of dungeony things that you can do. I might just do some of that. I am at the end of the game. Like, I haven't actually completed the game. I'm like, I think right at the last mission or whatever. I don't plan to do that on stream, so there shouldn't be any story spoilers. I hope. I don't plan on there being any. But just fair warning. Fair warning. I've only done one of these, so I don't really know what all you do with them aside from, well, this is farming, so that's perfect. That's what I need to level up, so let's do all the farming floors, I guess. And there's a multiplayer too that I haven't really messed around with at all, but... Oh, I didn't look at my buddies. Oh, they're maxed out. Oh well, whatever. I've been trying to level up my buddies as well. Because there's like an affinity thing where the higher their rank goes, the, you know, better they help you out. Guess we'll do, I liked Mercenary to start with. I started with it earlier, and like, it's good. Well, these guys are like leveled not much. It's just slow and clunky to use, so it's not my favorite. But here we are. It needs to get leveled up a little bit more. I want to get everything to 50. I have no idea how in-depth I'm going to go with like maxing everything to max skill. I definitely want to get everything to hero rank. So like there's challenges that you have for each of the skills, or I'm sorry, lives. And by completing those, you get, you know, progress towards the things, so. That's kind of the overall objective? In my mind, at least. This music is so peppy. For being a dungeon. Also, shout-outs to Eagerbeegs, who gifted me this game. She the real MVP. For real, for real. I've invested some, I don't even know how many hours, 60, 70, 80 into this game so far. So, very, very legit gift, so thanks. There's a statue. I'm not even gonna bother. Trusty small thing, small sword. Comrade. Comrade, what the heck is a Redux Stone? There's so much stuff in this game that, like, I'm getting, I think, some, like, post-game gear from some of the, like, skill grinding that I've been doing, and I don't even have those recipes unlocked yet. So, yeah, I don't even know. There's a lot of stuff in this game. It's very dense. But it's also, like, just, I don't know, really pretty approachable, pretty chill. And that's what is fun about it. Like, I mean, back in the day, I would wake up on the weekends on Saturdays usually, and bright and early, 6 a.m. Saturdays, to play RuneScape. And it was like middle school, I think, probably, something like that. It was dial-up internet, so I had to get up early. I had to wake up real early in the morning to not clog up the phone line. I mean, I could play during the day, but like that was like for sure uninterrupted time. It wasn't like, oh, someone needs to make a phone call, time to disconnect for a minute. RuneScape was, like, for me, just as much a social game as it was a grind number game. I'm not sure. Can I turn the volume down just a smidge? We don't really need to hear my guy going all that much. We will. It'll still happen, but... Oh, that's the exit. But yeah, RuneScape on the weekends was great. It was a very social game for me, as well as, you know, the kind of brain turn-off level skills. I don't remember how... I definitely never maxed out a skill. I got a lot of the combat skills in RuneScape to, like, I think the 70s, not all of them. Enough that I could use some of the dragon weapons, but not enough so that I could use, like, the ancient armor barrows set stuff. Crazy that I still remember these words. But, like, I just met a lot of people through playing the game. You're sitting in one spot fishing lobsters for 2.5 hours or something. Like, you type. You type on the keyboard and you chat, and then there you go. Also, really, the thing I think RuneScape did for me was teach me how to type. There was, like, typing classes in school, but not really, I'm almost wondering if it's worth doing these, because they're, like, lower level. Oh, the emos. Anyway, there was typing classes, but I never really, I don't know, it didn't really ever click with me. I was like, oh, I have to learn how to type normally, whatever. I'm gonna type, and people are gonna be okay with it. Well, it turns out when you're playing RuneScape and you have to use the mouse and click around to navigate the screen, and then also, like, oh, he mad. You have to navigate around the screen, and you also have to type to, like, communicate with people and everything. You learn how to type pretty quick. It goes pretty quick. So I credit RuneScape to teaching me how to type. And the hours and hours that I spent on there typing quick in between, you know, running lobsters or swordfish or whatever it was that day. I think it's just more so the consistency of doing it. Like with anything, practice makes better. So, with the frequency with which I played RuneScape when I was younger, I think that helped. I think I'm gonna skip... I think I'm gonna not do all the floors, because that's gonna be a little... so, like, you level these things up the more that you do, from what I understand. Oh, we got Shadow Bros. I don't need to do anything with Mage, but, like, Magician puts out some strong light damage. Also, I'm, like, you know, twice the level of these things. So that kind of helps, too. I really should just, like, aggro them all and just explode them. Is this worth it? The buddies in this game have, like, 3 voice lines that they repeat over and over again. And some of them are less annoying than others. The current party I've got, one guy just keeps wanting me to eat my veggies. And then someone else talks about floof, and then the other one asks about boys. So, you know, really a versatile party here. Oh, and someone's always complaining about something. One of these characters was like, excuse me, can I get a foot massage? And I'm like, what? They just were asking me for a foot massage every, like, 5 minutes. And I assume it's because I was running all over the place and they were tired. But it's pretty forward response of them. Ready to move. We'll just do more harvesting. Oh, we're outside. We've upgraded to the outside place. This is not a vegetable. But we'll mine it all the same. So yeah, you just do stuff. You just like mine things and you smack things and you get levels and there's like boss things. It's great. It's exactly the amount of like mental energy I want to exert and exactly the amount of like mental reward I want to get, which is number go up. Thank you. I'm confused why these are on, like, dirt lots in the middle of a town, but I suppose I shouldn't read too far into it. Get attacked by these snakes, aren't they?
Cheer up, eat some veggies.
Yeah, there's the guy who wants me to eat my vegetables. Cheer up and eat some veggies. I don't know if I've ever heard a more, like, at odds statement with itself. If you eat some veggies, you'll cheer up. Or is it like, cheer up so you can eat some veggies and be less cheerful again? I mean, okay, there's nothing wrong with vegetables, but like, I think about things that I want to eat specifically, and I'm like, yes, eating vegetables will cheer me up and make me feel better. It's not usually my go-to. It's not usually what I'm looking for. Although I will say, broccoli. Broccoli's a winner. Pretty sure as a child I had broccoli for breakfast. Not like all the time, mind you, but you know, every now and then. Killer bunnies. Oh, I gotta defeat all the monsters. I don't think that these guys are gonna give me enough experience to warrant trying to do this when I can just... Well, we're gonna go to Hunter. Hunter is very, very good for groups. Although so's Mage, but I can just like do this with Hunter, and he knew. He caught on and he was like, I'm running. But especially with these paralyzing arrows, you can just like stun lock enemies basically forever.
Here you go.
Now that I've praised the game for all of, what, like 10 minutes, I can talk about the things that annoy me with it. Which, I mean, it's a grindy game. But I will say that the grind of the game hasn't really gotten me down. It's not gotten to a place where I was like, boy, this sure is annoying. I think that's why I'm not going to go for the 99, because I don't know that there's enough. I'm not even to post-game yet, so I could be not sure, but I don't know if there's going to be enough to keep me going unless I start doing multiplayer. And multiplayer, I think, is probably the secret sauce of this game that I haven't really... put on my food, on my price, on my fantasy life price. It is currently lacking the secret sauce of multiplayer. But I don't know. I think that I'm not really wanting to grind for the sake of grind. Like, doing the quests and like the challenges to rank up feels better to me than just make the number go up to a point when it's gonna take a really, really long time. I'm assuming if it's anything like RuneScape, the last 20 levels are gonna be, you know, biggest amount of experience that it'll take, but who knows. Things that annoy me about this game. Let's talk about that for a second. Game's great, love it. The camera sucks. The camera is like, I'm playing Mario 64 almost, but in a different weird way. Am I fighting with it? Like, I can't aim the camera down any further on most of the maps. This is as far, like, down as it'll go. Like, I can't look anywhere else. Those are, like, gloom hands. This thing's casting gloom hands on me? I can put the camera right overhead, but you just don't... You don't have a very good area of vision? And so that's been a little bit of a gripe. I guess it was worse and they made it better. Which, that's good. They've seemed to make some improvements on the game as well. Apparently farming used to be really bad when the game first came out, and they made it less bad, which I only played after it was less bad, so that's good. But yeah, the camera's a little bit of a challenge. I definitely struggle a little bit with that. I think the other thing for me is the targeting system is not great. because you can't really... Okay, like in Elden Ring or Souls games that have a targeting thing, the camera like stays locked on to target. So like as the target or you move around, your camera stays focused on them. Not the case here. You have to move your camera while you have the target on something. But if you don't have the target on something and... Where's the exit? If you don't have the target on something and you're shooting like range attacks or even melee attacks, you can input a direction to choose where they go. But it doesn't always work. It doesn't always lock on. It doesn't always connect depending on what it is. It's like you want to be locked on. The problem I have is that to change who you're aiming at, you have to use the D-pad like left and right to toggle between them, which is a little wonky. So like I can do this, and now I don't know who I'm locked onto, but I am locked on. So if I'm trying to shoot an enemy to my left, I'm holding left, but I'm actually locked onto someone off screen. So it's a little funky at times. And it's mostly infuriating when there's a lot of enemies and you're like, I want to target the big boss, or I want to target the small dudes. And you're trying to like D-pad through them while maneuvering the camera and also while not getting obliterated. I think those are my main two gripes. I will say that the game is not like hard. It's relatively simple, which is kind of nice. I've made the game hard for myself because I have not done very much crafting. I should have done a lot more crafting to, like, you know, give myself better gear, better stats for combat. And I have not. I've just taken the gear that the game gives you and been like, yep, this will work. And used that. And it is passable. It'll get the job done. But I made much more headaches for myself doing it that way. So, recommended to take the time to craft gear if you don't want a headache. Or if you're like me and you like smacking your head into a brick wall repeatedly, go for it. There's only been one combat so far that I haven't been able to get through. And that's mostly because I ran out of items and it's in the arena. And I got to the end of the arena and I was like, you know, I don't think that I can do this right now. Things that annoy me about this game, these ghost losers are the worst. They have like a triple attack that once they get you locked into it, especially for like the squishy like mage classes or whatever, they can put out a lot of damage really quick. This would be pretty fun in multiplayer. I definitely see the appeal of it. Because basically instead of having your buddies, you've got other players with you. I will say the buddies are amazing when they get like ranked up or affinitied, when they like you more. Because they give you like boosts to your energy and stuff like that. So at this point, there's kind of not a... There's not a thing I've come across that I couldn't like mine or gather or chop wood from or anything like that. Because I kind of just get infinite energy back from my buddies. Okay, it's not infinite, but it's pretty close. As long as they're friendly with me. So it kind of comes and goes depending on... Oops. Kind of comes and goes depending on if I'm trying to like rank up the lower buddies. So I just locked on to an enemy over here for some reason. Good example of that. But yeah, I didn't end up streaming this at all just because, one, I was sick for a good week or so. And two, I didn't know if it would be a streamy game. I don't really know what works good for me for a streaming game right now. Since I've just kind of, you know, streamed for a month on, month off, or whatever it's been lately. So I wasn't sure. Plus also, like I said, it's kind of a game that it's nice to just turn brain off. And, obviously, when I'm streaming, I'm talking, potentially interacting, and all that. So is not a bad thing, but usually, well, especially because I've been playing it on the Steam Deck, it's like, this is a great opportunity to do nothing. Ah. The fruit. But we're gonna go ahead and farm this stuff over here. Getting like kind of some levels, but not really a lot. I need to get to 600, almost at 600 fruit, 600 farm, which I'm close with some gear. And there's probably, again, like, I might do a little bit of crafting here just to show what that's like, but yeah, so I need another level or two probably would get me there, perhaps? Maybe? Something like that. Where am I going? Oh. I think there's a lot to be said about games that just, like, are simple, but, like simple to get into, but complex towards the end. And that's, I feel like, definitely this one. Because it's really easy to start, and honestly, how you interact with the gathering spots, the mini games definitely are repetitive. Like, if you want something new every single time you're doing something, this is not for you. This is like kind of a comfort food thing in terms of like, I know what I'm gonna get when I go up to this, you know, boss rock. Weird sentence, but, or you know, you kind of know what to expect. So it's kind of some comfort food in that regard, and I think that works good, but it definitely could be a bit repetitive for some folks as well. The hardest thing for me was the fishing, like early on. So like, I'm doing a bunch of like charge attacks and stuff now, but when you start out, you don't have the energy / the skills to do that. So it's a little trickier to do. Where's the fish? Oh. It's a little trickier to do earlier on, basically. So you're doing basic attacks when you're like fishing and all that stuff, as opposed to the charged ones. And then when you do unlock the charged stuff, and you get to some of the like higher level boss things, am I just like missing the fish? Oh, it's up here. When you get to the higher level boss things and whatnot, it's it changes because you kind of have to use the charge attacks because they're like weak point moves around. If you haven't played this game, I'm not really, these words probably mean nothing to you. And you can kind of observe what's going on, but I'm not like, you know, giving you a breakdown of it. Point being, there's you either position yourself around the thing, or there's like a weak spot. And you want to get excellence, which is like overkill the thing. Overkill the fish. Triple kill. Overkill. That kind of stuff. You can like check to see where their weak point is. You can cheer up, you can eat some veggies. You can get lost on the map for the 4th time. I don't really know how much multiplayer you can do in this. Like, I think that the multiplayer things are kind of instanced, so you can like do one of these dungeony things together. Or you can like explore part of a map together or something, but I don't think it's like just endless where you can kind of do whatever. You gotta maintain space in a certain area. Gotta activate the fish. And these buddies, there's combat buddies who will actually, you know, do a little more combat. These guys are mostly to support me and sometimes throw bombs, or I think the like sheep girl throws needles. But they don't, their focus is not the enemies. So when I am in combat, they can be a little bit of a hindrance. But the fact that they give me energy when my energy gets low is great because I can use all my special moves and not worry as much. Is that a really short floor? Maybe? It's very, like, clown-like music. Oh yeah, and there's also like a whole village and Animal Crossing aspect to it, the game too. I totally forgot about that. It's totally optional and not... Oh, rude. I am farming. You don't really... You have to engage with it to some extent. There's some aspects of it that are kind of nicer than Animal Crossing. It's very simplified. Like I say Animal Crossing because that's... They really did just kind of take things from the game and we're like, yeah, let's just use that. So it's familiar in that regard, but it's also much more, you know, streamlined. I haven't interacted with it a ton because I'm like, well, if I do all this stuff now and then I get more cooler things later that I want to like add to my landscape or whatever, then I, you know, will have to do that later. So I'll probably mess around with that a little bit more towards the post-game stuff. I don't know what these Redux stones do. Haven't a clue. They sound cool. Sound fancy. But you can like pick certain of your buddies to like live on the island with you. You give them a house and everything. You can terraform a little bit. You get a gallery where you can put some art. There's like a town hall. There's even like a, I mean, not a Tom Nook Isabelle equivalent because there's more people in there, but it kind of is. So it's, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. There's still some of the same quirks. I started doing a little more decorating for a while. And then I had this issue where I put something down and then I put a staircase next to it. And then I wanted to move the thing that I had put down next to the staircase. And then I moved it. And I was like, ah, just kidding, I didn't want to move that. And I tried to move it back, and it wouldn't. And it was because, like, the staircase, the aura of the staircase was blocking it. And it was not okay with that. So I just kind of was like, oh, all right, well, we'll be done here then. We'll just, that's fine, we don't need that. So I sort of stopped then. Which, that is something that kind of happened in Animal Crossing a little bit too, depending on what you put places. Ah, the boss cabbage.
Cheer up, I need some veggies.
So I just will walk onto these little points and do my charged attacks and beat this thing in like a minute.
Cheer up.
Actually, oh, I did get an excellent. I thought I stepped off the point by mistake. And I think there's some way that you can like farm these and stuff. Again, I don't know how in depth I'm gonna go with like my completionist tendencies. Part of me wants to like try to craft everything, and part of me wants to just level the things to hero, but we'll see how tedious all that gets. So I'm not good at remembering things. I got a Switch too. I like completely spaced on mentioning that. They're pretty in-stock places now that I've seen, which is cool. I haven't really played it, if I'm going to be honest, because of this game, yours truly, right here in front of you. But my wife's been playing Donkey Kong and enjoyed that. And I will enjoy Kirby Air Riders when that comes out. I guarantee it. And we'll play some Mario Kart and stuff. I think I'm kind of winding down a little bit on this game anyway, but I was like, okay, here's an opportunity to buy this console that I'm going to want eventually, and I hope, you know, it feels weird to get a new console and not be like crazy over the moon excited for it. But like, there's not a big game that it's got on it right now that I'm, you know, after. If they'd have put an Animal Crossing or a Zelda out with it, like, heck yeah, that would be very different. I would be playing that instead of this right now. But I mean, Donkey Kong seems really cool. I actually was gonna totally dismiss it, and we watched some gameplay of it, and it's cool. It's cool. It's just smash break things. Again, like talking about, that's actually probably another great example of games that are kind of simple on the surface and, you know, complex later down the road. Oh, deja vu. Because, like, at first glance, it's like, oh, you just smash things, but there's, like, different collectibles and all that stuff, too, that are going on, so... I just, like... Let's stay here. I don't really understand what the gauge at the top means. And I'm kind of okay with that. I do need these onions, though, for one of the, like, challenges for my farming life. So here's hoping I get what I need from them. I don't remember what I need from them. Oh, that's another thing that would be nice. There's a lot of quests and like things, and especially for like the combat quests, because they kind of overlap. I'm like, wait, which class do I need to use to defeat this enemy? I don't remember. And then you gotta like go into the menu and like look a bunch of times. So being able to like pin those would be nice, you know? We got a nice little spot on the left side of the screen to kind of like stick things into. So it's basically like doing this every time I'm like, wait, what do I need for this? Ah, yes. Oh, I need a spooky spud now. Okay, where are my potates at? Maybe we'll switch over one of the onion patches to potato. Ignore all those folks gathered there. That's... Yep, just ignore them. They're not even there. This is not actually what I wanted to do. Oops.
Need something, eh? Come back soon.
Cook is ready to help.
I had this weird issue happening where it was constantly raining. And because it was like in the game, it's not been raining in real life at all. It's been very warm, in fact, and I would enjoy some rain. It would like constantly be raining on my little islandy thing, and so because of that, it ended up like skipped a step for the farming. This is making probably absolutely no sense at all whatsoever. So the farm plots grow in like 2 steps. You water them and they become sprouts, and then you water them again and then they're grown. When it's raining, it just like skips that step entirely, so they go from seeds to fully grown. And there's that intermediary step that has to happen, I guess, for them to become the boss crops, which is what I need right now. So it's just like a little weird. I was like, oh, rain is good, and then turns out it actually wasn't good. It was actually bad. But I also will just like get so distracted on doing other farming stuff, not farming, like mining and wood chopping, that I, you know, forget to come and check on my farm. So I also don't know why this is necessary. Like, why do we have to watch a progress bar for them to change our farm type? Though I think that was one of the things they added. I don't think that you used to be able to change your farm type. I think you had to like delete it and re-put it down, which is silly. I'm not gonna have enough potato seeds, am I? Am I? I was talking about this the other day. My wife and I were discussing forms of potatoes and what our favorite forms of potatoes were. And if we were to have to make a tier list of potato forms, what that would be. And I'm pretty sure mine is tater tot. Like top of the tier list. I really enjoy a tater tot. French fries are pretty good too. But I think tater tot beats French fry. And I think probably mashed potatoes would be up there as well. Tater tot's definitely number 1. Not super certain where I would put like French fries and mashed potatoes. 2 or 3, those could kind of be interchanged, I suppose, but it's just a very simple, I don't know, it's something, I mean, the tater tots have to be done right. Don't get me wrong. Can't just be any old tot. Oh, I'm at 6, no, that's my health. 572. Not there yet. We need another level, probably. Even with that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that, because I'm probably going to need to use this when I level up. Because that's the last challenge I need, is the potato. Get the potato guy. Alright, that's fine. So yeah, you like replant these potato things, and you go further back in time. I don't care about this. But can I just, like, delete it and start again? Yeah, okay. Well, I think I have, like, yeah, quite a few of these, so. Harvesting. I mean, there's a lot of farm, yeah. Spirit radish. If only that was a potato. That's fine, we'll do that. I don't know what level they eventually get to. Oh, I should have swapped my buddies. Can I, like... No, I can't exit. Oops. Wait, can I swap them here? Oh, I can just swap them. Okay, cool. Because I've got... Are they all... Actually, do I even need to... What? I don't really care about these guys. Huh. I have all of my crafting buddies that I need leveled, so... I guess it doesn't really matter. I think there's like a goal or an achievement or a something for getting getting all of them like leveled up. So maybe we'll swap them out anyway.
Need a miner? I'm your man.
If I can get, I don't know if I'll need them, but that's fine. We have Captain Ahab himself. How many times do you think he's going to talk about the white whale, or this game's equivalent thereof? We've got new buddies, new phrases. Your guess is as good as mine what they're going to be. Hear the forest more clearly now. That's good, respectable, very Kokiri-like. Statue. So these statues just like give you a hint. Black thing, black sacred text. Oh, okay, cool. Wheat juice, legally distinct beer. You know they're not allowed to drink beer here. Only the wheatiest of juices for these folks. I'm gonna state a maybe unpopular opinion. I don't like beer. I'm not much of a alcoholic beverage drinker anyway, but beer is definitely not anywhere on there at all. Like, I don't need to drink bread. I don't know. It's not ever clicked for me, and I never, it's an acquired taste, whatever. Well, it's not something I need to acquire for myself. I'm good. I'm good. I honestly, there's a lot of times I don't even want to eat bread, let alone drink it, so... But I know that that's a... It's a very, like, kind of... It used to be more of a gendered thing, I guess, where it was like, the men drink the beer, and now it's, not, which is good, because I don't understand why that was a thing anyway, but... It's interesting, just like the strong association that has with like going out and getting a beer with your friends type of thing. I've never done that. Like not in that way, not in the way that it's depicted in like media, TV, and things like that, because I don't do that. I've gone out to restaurants, I've gone out to bars with friends, but we have not gone and gotten beers, as they say. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm mining. I just like crush this rock with my weighty hammer. Oh, I got a ironing buddy. Ironing? Mining buddy? Mining for ironing? She said, I hear the force more clearly now. I heard the force is with you. So I guess she's a... I feel the force more clearly now is what I'm hearing. She's got a high midichlorian count. Oh no, Ahab's wrestling with it. Rascally lizard over there. I missed what he said. Something about the seas being rough. Also, it's kind of funny that the corn enemies are fire type. I don't know why they are, but they are, and they just like popcorn. This guy's having a great time. Time of his life. These wolves are gonna attack me, aren't they? I'm not even really caring if I hit the lucky spot. I just wanna... I would just like to... We're gonna use our special. Because I don't want to get that undone. Oh, and I found I found the fruit that was hidden in the stone. It's a stone fruit, I guess. I need to play the Pokemon Legends Arceus game. Arceus? Arceus? I think it's Arceus. I've said Arceus. I started that game and I played it for a couple of hours and the tutorial was really long. And I think I just finished the tutorial and I was kind of like, eh, and I bounced off it. But it was fun. It was cool. And I think I would enjoy it. But I just gotta like kind of get back into it. But I want to play it because the new one is coming out allegedly this fall. I don't know if there's a release date for it or not yet, but in any case, seems like would be a good excuse / reason to do that. Luxurious sacred texts. The sacred texts. Apple applique. It's a whole nother... The crafting system has like these stickers that you can put on things to like influence the random... Oh, someone just died. Straight up gorilla'd. I feel like a fish out of water. That's his I'm dying sound or phrase. Oh, they stopped attacking. I think I'm a bad buddy. Like these guys die so much and I'm like, nah, that's fine. They'll get back up eventually. And I wonder why it takes so long for them to like me. Oh, you're down? Let me just run on to the next, like, objective point. Okay, the other thing, like, I know it's the common trope of, like, JRPG games specifically of, here's the wolf enemy, and then here's the red wolf enemy, and then here's, like, the purple wolf enemy, and then the purple wolf is, like, the strongest. You know, like, the color changes, it's the same sprite or, like, model used. They don't really even do that here. Like, there's, like, 2 models for the enemies. Like, this red wolf is used, as like a later enemy called like Grotto Wolf, but for my eyes it looks exactly the same. Okay, we're gonna do this. So you've got like low level wolf that looks one way, and then you've got medium level wolf that looks different, and then high level wolf looks almost exactly the same as medium level wolf. So they could have just done, you know, give me some battle pass skins to recolor them or something like that. Feel the force within me. Maybe she uses a lightsaber to chop down the trees. That'd be cool. That'd be handy. Oh, there's more. Wait, did I just totally go the... Oh, I didn't need to go this way. There's a whole, like, open world area, too. I say, it's like a big map, big ol' map. It's even complete with the, like, big towers that unlock the map. You know, that whole thing. You don't climb the towers, but the towers do have a Sauron-like eye that talks to you. Well, that's something. How do you think these guys are gonna attack me? But the thing about that whole area is it feels very like tacked on. That was rude. It doesn't really like integrate well with the game. It's cool. It's actually a really neat mechanic because like as you do stuff in the different like map zones, you can level up the zone to give you like higher level enemies and higher level rewards and stuff, which is a neat mechanic. I actually think that's really cool. But it took me a really long time to even go there because the tutorial takes you there and it's like, look, you can get a mount and you can like ride around here and there's stuff. And then you leave. And so I was like, okay, and I just kept playing the story. And I don't even remember exactly why I went back. I think I went back because I was trying to unlock more buddies, because there was a bunch of buddies there. And it just like, it's cool. It's a cool space, but it just feels like a separate thing. It almost feels like it would have been better to use as a post-game, like to integrate it in a little bit better, as opposed to being like, here's this alternate dimension that you can just go to at whim. It's even like weirdly shoehorned into the story. Like it's like a different team worked on it entirely. And then they're like, oh yeah, we should fit this in somehow. And then at one point, one of the characters is like, oh, if you go to this place, you'll find something cool. And then that's it. And then it goes back to like the storyline. So, I mean, yeah, it could have done with some better integrating to incentivize going and exploring it. Because my reason for exploring it was just completion brain and wanting to like unlock stuff. There's like a whole other currency for items there that you get from doing stuff there. So it's just, it's cool, but not well incorporated into the rest of the game, is I guess what I'm getting at. The music in this game is pretty good. I will say 80 to 90% of it is solid, and I'll definitely be adding some of it to my music playlist when I am done with the game. I like to wait until I finish a game before I go and like look up the soundtrack, just because, I mean, not that this is, the story in this game is not really deep, which that's not why you play this game, but regardless, I tend to try to wait until after I've finished a game or stopped playing a game to go for the soundtrack, just because sometimes there's spoilers, you know, sometimes there's stuff that goes on in there that it's like, maybe we don't need to potentially accidentally get some of that. But some of the music is very, like, clown-like, goofy sounding, in good ways, and also, like, okay ways. Relax, feel the Earth's heartbeat. We just got a bunch of hippies in the party, I see. What am I doing here? Am I done? Oh, I'm just not even paying attention. Proceed to the next floor. We've almost leveled up again. I think that might be enough. Then I just gotta, like, hoof it underground again. I might wait to do that because that's gonna require me, like, resetting. So, use of game mechanics to go to aforementioned open world place, which is called Ginormosia, I think is how you pronounce it. We're doing that thing again where I've read words a bunch and I have not said them out loud, so I don't know. Oh, sorry.
I'll finish this all by
But there's like a portal that you can open up to go into this place, and when you do that, it like resets. Oh, that was easy. It resets the enemy spawns. So for not like the high level bosses, but there's like a mid-level like mini boss and all the basic enemies, it resets them. So when I need to kill a certain amount of certain enemy, I will just like rinse and repeat that, like kill the enemy with the class and then go in the door, leave the door, and then, you know, just do that a bunch of times. So it's not great to watch. I skimmed through that and I saw the word white, so I went with white for a golem sticker, huh? I stopped to take a drink of water. Well, Buddy almost helped, and then he got himself killed. I guess I'll revive you because I'm right here. My throat is still like it's fine. I've still got a little bit of cough from the cold, aforementioned cold. It's also like kind of smoky out today here. Like it's not like hazy, but just like I went outside to get the mail and the air is, you know, like just got that smoky smell going on in there. So I don't really know if there's, it is kind of that season of wildfires and whatnot. But I only need to kill 4 of these guys. What am I doing? Alright. Later, losers.
Yes.
She's still got plenty of energy left. It's all the midichlorians. Yeah, so I don't know if it's worth me going to all of the floors. I'm gonna say it's not. Wait, is there only one? Back to the Switch 2. It is kind of funny to me how we're in like success Nintendo era right now. Because the Switch 2, like the UI, the everything, it's just the same. Like it's the same, but like legally, it's like don't copy my homework kind of UI. They made the noises a little different and like the things look a little different, but by and large it's the same. And I understand why. Like they want that consistency. They want the fact that like, hey, this is a hardware upgrade. We want people who've played the Switch 1 to be familiar with it. We don't want this whole like new back to the drawing board experience. But it's just so contrary to like what I feel like I've known Nintendo as, which is them just doing new, different, weird things. I mean, like the Wii U and 3DS, like having 3D for some funky reason. I mean, having the mouse controls is pretty cool on the Joy-Cons. That's very interesting. I mean, you could use a mouse before, but like Mario Paint, that'll be fun. That'll be fun to mess around with. I mean, there's always other ways to, you know, play those games, but it's cool that they're included in there. Anyway, I just think that it's kind of strange that, I mean, Nintendo's just playing it safe, and it's working for them. They're finding success with it, apparently, clearly. I bought one. I mean, it's not like I wasn't going to buy one eventually. It just, I don't know, it just feels different. It's kind of the first big console release since I've had like expendable income to purchase, and I've just been like kind of, yeah, you know, it's fine, it's cool. I'm excited for the games that will be coming out for it inevitably, but just it's just kind of a little odd. It doesn't feel very Nintendo-y of them. It feels like, oh, it's the next Xbox or the next PlayStation. And even then I feel like the UI on those tends to change a little bit more. I just missed that thing. The Great Spirit Radish is almost defeated already. Very close. Oh, we'll just like super duper overkill. Nice. Gold Hoe. Who you calling him? Oh, I can type with the keyboard. Did that pause the thing? It pauses the timer. Interesting. I assume that's because it's got like the whole multiplayer thing and they want to, you know, keep stuff going. Ahab reached level 43. Don't forget it. All right, where are we at on the farm front? Oh. Oh, we're nowhere. We're like maxed out for just getting skill level up. Interesting. One more level should do it, I think, maybe. His farming has just fallen so far behind all my other stuff. Are these all watered? All right. Well, let's just do another one. already have been... Wow. Just looked and saw that I've already been playing this for almost an hour. It goes quick. I mean, these things don't go very quick. They're a little tedious, but this is kind of the wood cutting. Great Dragon Tree. What? See, those are some new looking items there. I haven't seen those before. Nah, that's fine. We'll replant it. Still got 17 of these. You do also have to get these things from the Ginomorphia, the big map. You still have to get them from there. Like, that's how you get the doodads, but... I've got a good amount of them. And they're not too hard to come by. You just kill a specific enemy type. That's a lot of fishing. Well, if we get down to 10... Oh, nope, we're good. Harvesting. Oh, it's an onion. That's fine. Where are my buddies at now for... Okay, they've gained half heart. That's pretty good. You can, like, give them gifts and do quests for them and things like that as well. So, you know, that's cool. I think you can only give quests, do quests for the people that have houses, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong. Oh, wow, I just got, like, tased. Stung by the bee. These other bees don't care. That one just tased me and they're like, yeah, that's fine. You can lay there twitching. Inspiration, blank canvas, red thing, red brush. Good thing you want the red brush and not the red rum. You're getting a lot of stickers. I'm assuming that's what those are. So when you craft stuff, I'll do maybe a moment of crafting or something just to kind of show that off. It's a minigame. Same sort of deal. The minigames are a little samey, but they're not that bad. And they're actually, I think, kind of fun for the most part. If you're doing like a ton of crafting, I can see getting... Oh, come on. I can see getting a little annoying. But I clearly have not done a ton of crafting given my skill levels. And so like when you do, depending on the level of item that you're crafting and like your skill level, sort of determines how long the minigame takes. So if you're crafting something that's like really high level compared to you, it'll take longer. But you can still rely, like I've never failed at crafting anything. I guess you theoretically could, but I have been fortunate enough to not. I think the game kind of, at least maybe in post-game there's something different, but like so far it kind of has gatekept. It has kept the recipes that are higher level like restricted until I get to the higher ranks of things. So like it kind of, there's a bit of an assumption that your skill is at a certain level by that point anyway, so it's more of a guarantee that you'll be able to make it. It might not be like good quality or whatever, but... If the seas are rough, get rougher. How very, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Mr. Ahab. See, like, I wish I could, like, lower the camera more to look where I'm going. You can lower the camera more in the big open world area. But that's it. So that's nice that they did that there. I don't know why they don't do that anywhere else, and I assume it's performance-related reasons. Which, maybe, have that be, like, toggleable. Oh, we're really chasing me all the way down here, are we? Oh, we're getting radishy. Yeah, I like the ranged, like the hunter and mage classes. See, I didn't want to target that guy. I didn't even realize he was targeted. It like moved my targeting thing to someone else after the first I got killed. The ranged classes like hunter and magician are, I just think, kind of the best. Paladin's not bad, because you have a very basic, easy parry. I liked Mercenary to start out with, and it can still be very good. It's just really slow and really clunky, and you have to like charge up your attack and then like use certain specific attacks to really like dish out the damage in the most effective way. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta go down and around. Yeesh. And so it definitely can dish out damage if you can catch an enemy by surprise. But when you're going like for a marathon type event against like the bigger bosses and stuff, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite.
Relax.
I started with Mercenary, so maybe I am a little more used to it, but even then it's just like it's just a little less fun because there's a lot of lag time between when you swing and when you can like actually dodge away from stuff. Written tales, sturdy thing that describes these active, sturdy sacred text. These are just like weird little word puzzles, kind of. Dragon sticker. That seems cool. I don't know why they're giving me so many stickers. I'm not complaining, but... Oh, I think I was saying earlier, like, the crafting is done in a way that, you get random, like, affixes, basically, like, +5 farming or whatever onto the items that you craft. And by using those stickers or appliques or whatever, you can weight the RNG of those towards something specific. So if you get like the shield sticker or whatever, you can use that when you're crafting and it will weight like towards getting plus defense or something like that. Bad generic examples because I haven't interacted with it a ton, but... And the stickers, as far as I understand, they are like not one-time use. I'm pretty sure you can just like keep using them, but don't quote me on that. Excuse me, gorillas. Where? Yes. I wish I had plenty of energy left. I've just been, like, exhausted lately. I don't know why. I mean, sure, I just got over a cold a little bit ago, but, like, it wasn't, like, a bad cold or anything. It's just that kind of, you know, I'm probably not giving myself enough sleep. I'm not relying enough on caffeinated beverages, which I don't really, like... It's not really my thing. For one, I don't like coffee. There's a lot of drinks I don't like. I'm a pretty boring person when it comes to, like, fancy drinks. I kind of just drink water. Like, that's kind of it. But I'll do tea sometimes. I do enjoy a tea. Not very frequently, honestly. Usually when I've got a cold or something, or like my throat is scritchy, like tea would probably be good now. But you know, it's just one of those things. I think if I had an energy drink, my heart would explode. I can't. It was one time in college. I went the wrong way. One time in college, some fast food somewhere late at night, I got like a meal combo and ended up getting a large. So I had like this large soda that I drank a good portion of, and I like gave myself a panic attack from the caffeine because it was like making my heart race. So I'm assuming if I drank like a Red Bull or a Monster or something, that my heart would just implode. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't think it would be successful. I think it would give me a panic attack and I would be even less energized afterwards. I mean, who knows? Maybe it would work, but also, I don't know. I think I'm just a little too grin and bear it, or it's like a dumb point of pride. For the longest time, I'd never been to Taco Bell. Like, well into college, I'd never been to Taco Bell. And that was definitely a point of pride. It was part of my like 2 truths and a lie,
Relax.
which was like for the longest time. And then at some point, it just became this thing where it's like, I don't think I like Taco Bell. I don't think I, you know,
Feel the earth's heart.
care, whatever. I've never been, so why do this now? And then I had Taco Bell, and then that seal was broken forever, and now it's, you know, great trash food. And forever, I have changed. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's good quality food, but it sure does taste good. And like, this is the wrong way. There's something about late night Taco Bell. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like years and years of like social manipulation through media and marketing that they've done with like their whole like fourth meal things and all of that stuff that I consumed through commercials and whatnot. But like, it's something about it. Something about the like junky food stuff late at night, just it makes sense, it fits. It hits different, I don't know. They've got it down. Same pose, same clothes. Fragile clothes? What are you wearing glass? Glass slippers? Hey, that's the thing that I'm currently doing. Very good. Something else I've noticed that I probably won't happen here, but in other places, these guys are gonna die. The aggro range of enemies is a little funky. Like, there are definitely times where I'll run and like hop up on a little ledge and they won't follow me. They'll just like, oh, do what they're doing right now. But when they do that, you can't damage them. They don't take damage and their health starts recharging. And it's sometimes really, really short range in some of the like dungeons. And it always confuses me because like, I'm not really paying the closest of attention a lot of times when I'm in combat and I'm just like button mashing. But I'll just be like, oh, they're no longer taking damage, and then they'll just like fade away and rematerialize somewhere else. So it took me a little bit to realize that. And then I was like, oh, they're just like out of their spawn radius or whatever, and had to go reset. Another statue. Anyway, long story short from earlier, I need to sleep better. That was a weird one. Eureka Essence, another thing that I don't know what it does. Oh, you know what? There's something that I unlocked somewhere that was like improv. Like improv crafting, and I think it said something about a Eureka Essence. Don't know what it does, but... Yeah, like, right now, at least, unless there's some really simple, mindless, like, farming that I can do, and by farming, I mean grinding of skills, combat skills, I don't see me, like, leveling the combat skills up to max, because that's just gonna get tedious. And, like, I don't know what all the post-game entails, but I don't see there being enough to incentivize me to do that. Like, getting things to hero, I think that's cool. There's, like, built-in game challenges and stuff for that, so, like, I'm down for that. But beyond that, there's too many other games that I want to play to get too bogged down. I need to finish Guardians of Ozma, which I dropped. The last time I streamed it was the last time I played it, which was a month ago? A little over a month ago? So, there's that. But, like, I want to play the Pokemon Legends Arceus game. I also, like, Death Stranding 2 came out. And I can't play that because I don't have a PS5. But I do have the first one, and it made me a little interested. I was like, okay. I thought that it was just like walking simulator. I guess there's a little bit more going on, so I would like to check that out. I'd like to play some Metroid games, similarly because the new Metroid game is coming out. Ooh, this is purple. The new Metroid Prime game is coming out, which I have never played a Metroid Prime game, but I thought it would be a good time to do so. Playing the remaster, remake, or whatever for the Switch. And I also want to play Metroid Dread. I really like the 2D kind of Metroidvania games. It can be a lot of fun to play. Just something about like 2D games are a little more just brain simple. Not that this is like complex or anything, but something about it, it's just easier to track. I don't know. So it'd be nice to have a 2D game in kind of my roster. I've not been, because I've been so just like obsessed with this one. Sorry, I'm a bad buddy. Later, skaters. I've just been so obsessed with Fantasy Life lately that I haven't really been playing anything else, but I'd like to have a little bit more of a rotation of games to rotate through. Alright, I'll kill these ghosts. Oh, when they just like default revive, they revive with like no health. Treat your buddies better than I am treating mine.
Relax.
Just like dead on the ground. I mean, Grants could revive them. He's just standing there cheering me on. He could take a pause and go revive them, but
Relax. Feel the Earth's heartbeat.
he's relaxing and feeling the Earth's heartbeat, so I guess I can't blame him too much. Alright, I'll revive you guys.
It's me.
Alright, show me what you got. The first two companions, I don't know why they did this. They really should have thought about this better. The first two buddies you get both say, show me what you've got, like as their main voice line when you're doing just about anything. And that was like, one of them says, come on, buddy, show me what you got. And then the other one just says, show me what you got. And like that, it's just that for the first like 20 minutes of the game. And that might have been a little bit of a creative oversight when they were making those decisions. I actually like, they're cool buddies, but yeah, it got a little, it's kind of like, you know, when you go poster blind and you've like just seen the same posters all over the place that you don't even register that they're there anymore. It was kind of like that. It just like became white noise in the background of me playing this game. It just like blended into part of the soundtrack where the, all right, show me what you got. It was just part of the ambiance. I did turn down the voices. They were a lot louder at one point, and like the default volume was a lot higher. And I mostly did that because when you're fishing, at least the voice that I picked for my character, like he's loud. He's like yacht, hot, yacht, like Link could take vocal lessons from him kind of loud.
I'll be cheering for you.
But it's a fun game. I enjoy it, and it's one of those things where, like, I think the more that I like a game, the more I kind of like. I don't even want to say complain about it, but kind of a little bit.
Relax. Feel the Earth's heartbeat.
It's like, here are the things that don't work because there's so much that does. And I haven't felt this just like, it's just the right, like I said probably a few times by now, it's just the right amount of engagement for my brain. And just the right amount of brain turn-offedness. And it is so reminiscent of ye old days of RuneScape that it's great.
I'll be cheering for you.
It scratches an itch that hasn't been itched in some time. And also, these guys can leave me alone. That's fun. But yeah, I want to get back to playing Guardians of Ozma because I just, it was a brain switch of, oh, let's start this game when we went on our trip, and it took over my brain. It took over. And it's also like, I mean, they're different, but they're similar in some ways, and there's no reason I couldn't have played both at the same time. I just didn't. I don't know if I'm gonna stream Guardians of Ozma anymore. I might do like some offline recordings and maybe upload those to the VOD channel that definitely exists and will definitely eventually have some old VODs on it. Just because, well, I don't know. I might not even do that. We'll see. It was a thought. It was a thought to put some pre-recorded stuff up there as well, but I don't really know. I mean, my track record of being consistent here hasn't been the best, so. I actually don't think these trees were going to attack me. Well, they are now. Show me what you got. I'm trying to remember, there was another character that was actually like really helpful. And I don't remember what they said, but they were one of the cook characters. And they were like, tummy's growling. That they sounded like a child. And it was like, oh. When did I sign up to do a daycare? But they're definitely not. Like, it's just the voice was really kind of like high-pitched. Okay, we leveled up. Is that enough? 602. We are gold. We just need the potat. We need the big bad potat. You basically just have like cheerleaders that follow you around and your buddies when you're doing any kind of gathering stuff. I've been really, like, in a lull when it comes to my lunches. Speaking of being hungry. It's like, I've done the sandwich thing so much that now I don't really know what to do. Like, I've done, like, wraps. I've done, like, meat sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I've done a few different sandwich things. I've done salads. I've done a bunch of different things, and nothing really ever sounds that good for lunch. And I don't really know what to try. So I've kind of just been eating like, I've been calling it like a squirrel lunch. I have like some fruit and like some trail mix or some nuts or something. And like, that's good enough. And then I'll just have a bigger dinner. But just the thought process of thinking about what I want to have later in the week is such a silly thing because I'm like, I have no idea. And I can't think of anything even the day of. Oh, I think we got a potat. Potat boss potential. It's hard for me to think of anything on the day of, and I definitely don't want to like spend money / most of the lunchy things that are nearby are all like, you know, fast foody and whatnot, which I think my squirrel lunch is a good alternative for now. Someone has a quest over here. But see, I'm not really interested in doing those quests. No, not so much. But yeah, so like you put down paths, you put down, you know, the houses, and you can move the houses and stuff. And you can have your own little house, which I can upgrade, but I just, again, I haven't. You can sleep on the bed. But there's definitely like a Animal Crossing light component here. And there's so much like, there's so many art items and decorating things that you can do. It's pretty cool, actually. I just haven't really, again, done very much at this point. Well, let's look at, what do I need to do for crafting here? Let's take a peek. And see if there's not some crafting that I can do with what I've got. Show me what you got. The crafting menu gets a little big and unwieldy. Oh, okay, improv chemistry. So you just make a random thing. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what we've got. What do I? Oh, I don't have. Ooh. Wait, do I need to make silver ingots? I actually don't have very many silver ingots. I might need to go mine more silver. So for these things, you just basically like, you can pick whatever your amount is. For the other items, you don't pick an amount, you do them one at a time. Do they have equipment that is good? Yeah, like these poor guys don't have any armor or anything. I'm such a terrible buddy. I just give them whatever the best skilled items are that they can swing and call that good. Because basically at this point they're my helpers. And why is hers? Oh, because she's wow, level 71. Okay, that's the thing. But they have stuff that like they offer to help with, like not, I guess offer is the wrong word, but they help your crafting and like increase your skill level and stuff like that. So get ready for button mashing stuff. Wrong thing. This is a good start. There's hold and there's boop. The like stupidly confusing thing for me is between the different like crafting things. There's a hammer in another one as well. I think it's carpentry. And I get the position mixed up all the time and I keep going to the left when it's in the middle or something like that. So when you do like a perfect or you get a really good, you get a like, I got like what, 50% extra on top? So now we got a lot of silver ingots. And we can go and craft the necessary these things. So they have that little like hammer icon next to them, which means they're part of like a quest. So in that regard, that's really nice because I don't have to keep exiting out of the thing. But yeah, I have like 900 something level right now, and this is like level 300 because I've not done any crafting. So it's going to take like not very long to do. The tapping ones are probably the most annoying. Well, I guess they're not that bad. My least favorite is ones you have to like swirl the stick around. Like you're like mixing something. That for me is less fun. Rugged jerkin. Yeah. And the buddies that help you get experience too. So yeah, this is the mini game, and it's the same for all the crafting, it just the things are a little different. And I think in potion making and cooking is the ones that have the swirly doodad. I can't pick stickers right now because I haven't unlocked them for this crafting thing yet. And like, if you get an excellent, it goes faster. Like, the meter fills faster type of deal. That was only a great, so the meter's not gonna fill as fast. Womp womp. And then that, like, I can use a special ability as well if I wanted to. If I so chose. So I did all those. A lot of things. Wow, they have a lot of stuff. Okay, let's do this one. So this is alchemy. Yeah, I've done so much leveling on other stuff aside from crafting just because here's the swirl. Which I don't prefer. I need my Nintendo Power Glove. Otherwise I'm gonna get like that, like what was it? There was a Mario Party minigame at some point that was like giving people like skin burns because they were like using the palm of their hand, and in one of the Mario Party like re-releases they were like, don't do that because that's bad, and it's like, then why would you include the minigame? Oh, I could have used my ability. Whoops. Your ability like will auto do some of the things for you. HP plus and SP plus. Cool. But yeah, that's basically crafting. And so like I can craft the stuff that I'm currently wearing and like make better versions of it essentially. But I'm not gonna fuss with that right now. I did complete some challenges though, right? Oh yeah, I'm done. Nice. I could get blacksmithing to master at least, so that's cool. Let's go. Where am I going? Let's go to the depths, back down to where I need this farming level for. So this is not, again, not story spoilery, but like area spoilery, because I'm going to kind of like one of the last areas. So fair warning if you are worried about seeing that. Basically gonna get down here, get through the spot that was blocked by, I guess, a skill check, if you will. I needed to have a higher level of farming than I did. And I'll defeat a big monster, and then I'll probably wrap up because I'm hungry, and I wasn't planning to stream for all that long anyway. It's pretty good time.
Yes.
Cool. Ahab just likes traveling with me. Bond increased. This is I'm doing a side project, which is to mine this rock.
Let's get our hands dirty.
Let's get our hands dirty. I've found, so like, I guess what do you call like mid-game maybe? I found having the mining buddies really helpful because I was in this awkward in-between place without like having my charge attacks and stuff. But later on, they became more of a hindrance because, so what you want to do, so it's switched where this weak spot is. What you want to do is like overkill these things like I mentioned earlier. And when you're trying to get the health bar down to like somewhat of a sliver, and you've got this other guy just like smacking on it, it gets a little bit tricky. So I'm actually just going to kind of let him maybe do that. I'm definitely overthinking it here, but I'll just go for it. Yeah, you want the excellent because it gives you more loot, basically. But so there was like a weird kind of in-between period with it where they were causing more of a hassle because they were breaking the rock before I got a chance to like charge up my attack or whatever. So they're not always the most helpful. I find the people that like the crafting buddies that give you more of your like stamina back, I found them to be a little more helpful, personally speaking. Oh, but that's a good example. So this is like a boss rock that I just broke. And so it has an actual like IRL 5-minute timer, but that keeps running even when you're in like menus and looking at stuff. So you can kind of just like do whatever if you're waiting for that. But those you can't like reload the area for, like I was talking about. But like all these enemies in here, the red color enemies, you can reload and they just like pop back up. So for efficient, effective farming, if that's what you're after. Where do I need to go? Let me go down here. So I need to go down and then take a right. I should probably lock my map, like the mini map, to orient it always north, because boy do I get lost. Keep having to look at my map and be like, am I going the right way? Nope. And then I need to go, oh, just straight down. Okay, that's easy. Avoid these fire snakes, potentially. 602, just barely. Just enough. Nice. And the question is, what is this? This is a weird-looking dinosaur. And I need to kill a weird-looking dinosaur with, I think, Mohawkosaurus. Oh, good. Very good. We'll do Paladin. Unless I need Mercenary. Hold on, let me check Mercenary. This is what I'm saying, like, having to, like, check these a lot is a little, Oh, we'll do Mercenary, because this is the last one that I need, and you can see some of the, some of what I'm talking about. And it needs a leveling, too, so. I use the thing to charge my ability, or to, like, charge my attack, and then I basically, like, have to use this. I don't have to, but it's just, like, so slow, but lots of damage, and the issue is just that for mobile enemies, you miss a lot of your swings, and, like, you just gotta tank hits. It does a lot of damage though, but oh, I don't have real buddies with me. Okay, well actually, I'm gonna use. See, this is where normally the other buddies that are high like affinity would have healed my stamina. Not happening here. Because it uses a lot of stamina. Oh, I've been killed. But it's okay, you can ask for a rescue, and they'll usually rescue you with no problem. The main thing I found is if your buddies also die, then you're... If all your buddies are dead, that's when it gets a little risky. Let's go mess in. But there's like... reviving items, oh god. Yeah, like I couldn't dodge that because your attacks, there's like such a lag time between when you can actually like use something else. Should I revive my buddy or should I heal myself? Should have probably healed myself. Will I get a rescue or will I not get a rescue? Will I get a rescue? I'm just stubborn. Like, I've got so many of the revive items, and I'm just like, no. I expect of my buddies what I don't provide for them, which is to say, revives. Like I said, be better to your buddies than I am to mine. It's like the dodging has a very lenient window, it's just that you can't when you do some of the attacks. So. Cool, well that's almost done. I just need to get... Oh, Meteor Crash. Sweet. That levels up the special. So I'm almost done with all of the fighting combat classes, because I just need to do a couple more of the big guys. So we're moving right along. But I think I'm gonna be done because I would like to get some food. But I did want to stream a little bit. Just because I've been so like knee deep, shoulder deep, neck deep with this game for so long that wanted to at least show a little bit of it off. And if like again, if you were into like the RuneScape sort of thing at any point, or that kind of numbers go up sort of simple minigamey type of deal, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. And it's the kind of thing too where like you don't really have to do all of it. Like you can play through the main story in probably not very long at all. It's just up to you as far as like how off the beaten path you want to get, how far you want to go down the, you know, nonsense of all the side quests and all the other stuff. So it's kind of up to you and how you want to play the game. But anyway, game is fun. I enjoy. And that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you for watching. And like I said, soon, you know what? You may be watching this on the VOD channel right now. Maybe. It's possible. Anything's possible. Thank you again for hanging out. Have a good one, and talk to you next time. Okay, bye.